Home Affairs Minister Dr. Motsoaledi will be speaking to us in a short while. Let's talk about major traffic routes in Gauteng as the long weekend comes to an end. Our reporter Sina Gori is monitoring the traffic for us from the Pumulani Toll Plaza. We've lost her. We'll come to her in a short while. All right. Home Affairs Minister Dr. Motsoaledi was monitoring the processing of travellers at the Bainbridge border post. Traffic is also expected to be high on the N1 from the border to the south. Our reporter Pimani Baloyi filed the following report for us.
We're on the river banks of the Limpopo River here in Musina, Limpopo, where Home Affairs Minister is conducting an oversight visit of the port of entry to monitor the situation. The DG of the department has been at the Bainbridge border post for about 4 days now, monitoring immigration movement. Minister Motsoaledi started his visit earlier this morning inside the port of entry, and he's now moved to alongside the Limpopo River. This is the second spot that the minister is stopped at, and he's been monitoring how people are flowing into and out of the country. To speak more about this, I'm going to bring in the minister. Minister, thank you so much for making time to speak to us. You have been here since morning. What is the purpose of your visit and what have you found out so far?
Thank you, Bemani. Thank you to the viewers and the listeners out there. Yes, as you were saying, we have decided that after every festive season and events like Good Friday, we monitor what's happening at the borders, because as you know, the biggest problem we're having in South Africa is people crossing the border illegally. Now, it's not only people. I'm sure you can see what's happening here. These are tires that has been banned by the police, the army, and the immigration officials in Home Affairs, the joint team, because they are being smuggled into Zimbabwe. It's not that we don't allow people to cross legally with tires. It's not us. We allow. There's nothing stopping anybody crossing legally with tires. But these ones are smuggled because I understand the Zimbabwean government itself doesn't allow people to go and buy tires elsewhere. They want them to buy tires inside their own country, locally. And that's why they start smuggling. Unfortunately, it's not only tires that are smuggled. The army has told me that over that side, because you see, this is a crossing point. That's why the army banned the boats and the tires, etc. They also found them about to smuggle cigarettes. The counterfeit cigarettes that are sold in South Africa are smuggled here. And when they saw the army, they ran away. So it means the presence of the joint team, meaning the army, the police, the border management authority, SARS and other authorities, is very important to disrupt this type of activities.
You've just mentioned this joint operation, Minister, but we saw it's been about 6 months since you formed the Border Management Authority. What is the progress so far? Are you seeing improvements?
Yes, of course, we are seeing improvements. Absolutely. From Monday, the 11th, until today, they caught more than 700 people who were crossing illegally because they are coordinating. Actually, here is the commissioner behind me. I want you to see, because you are asking if there's progress.
Yes.
He is coordinating the services.
Yes.
You know, there are 2 deputy commissioners. They are not here today.
Yes.
One of the jobs they are doing is to finalize the laws and the proclamation, so that come next year, they become a standalone entity. At the moment, there's still a branch in Home Affairs. By next year, there won't be a branch in Home Affairs. There will be a standalone entity which is controlled by a group of 9 ministers. Well, they happen to be chaired by me.
Yes.
Yes, I'm chairing that committee of 9 ministers who will be in charge of the borders. So that's the work they are doing. The other work they are doing now, they are busy interviewing people in order to select the first group of 200 border guards. You know, I'm sure among the cars we came up with here, it's only that it's not branded. It's one of the Land Rovers that they've bought already, about 15 of them for border management. But we're not using them regularly because they are not yet branded as Border Management Authority. They are busy branding them. We've already bought the uniform of 1,000 people, which is also waiting to be branded. So there's a lot of progress that is being made.
And Minister, inside the port of entry, we saw you reacting very harshly to a bus that was ferrying. Just take us through what happened there and why did you react that way?
To 90, why should we keep on allowing them? Yes, it's approaching 1 million. And because we're doing nothing, you believe we're allowing, so we just charge. No. Well, I'm irritated because that bus, the owners of that bus, they think we are clowns in South Africa. They don't obey any law whatsoever. They were given a cross-border license by the cross-border licensing authority, which falls under the Department of Transport. But they are misusing that. Why I'm so irritated? Very recently, we charged that bus 420,000 rand for conveying illegal people in South Africa. That's the law. It's not me. It's in the Immigration Act that any conveyancer who convey people who are illegal into the country, we charge them 15,000 rand per person. They never paid it. Then I made to understand that no, they've been charged, but not paying and being allowed in. And today they are doing the same. And what is worse, the driver doesn't even have a passport. Nowhere in the world does anybody drive, a legal transport like that if it's legal. And go through borders without a passport. It's never allowed anywhere. But he's doing it, and you can see he doesn't take it serious because nothing is happening to him. So I demanded from the cross-border transport and from immigration officials that he be arrested and that bus be confiscated. And the people who gave me a license, they must withdraw it because it's a habitual law, bro. I mean, he breaks the law all the time, continuously. I mean, that's undermining a country, honestly. When you keep on being warned and you just smile, you think these ones are clowns. We want to show him that we are clowns. And if the cross-border authority doesn't take that license, I'll make sure that immigration official doesn't allow that bus here to cross our borders, because breaking our laws continuously, to what end?
Thank you so much, Minister. Last question. You are moving here. I understand there will be a roadblock. What is the next step, and what can people of Limpopo take away from your visit here today?
There are two roadblocks. One next to the town of Musina. The other 30 kilometers out of the town, next to the Boabab, toll gate. Yes, so that whoever by any chance escapes here will be caught in the two roadblocks. As you can see, the activity has lessened because people have seen that now there is action. Something is happening, because in the past they were just doing whatever they wanted. They believe in South Africa you can smuggle cigarettes, you can steal tires, you can do anything you want, you can come without a passport, you can smuggle illegal people in, and nothing will happen to you. Now we are saying that time is over. Something is going to happen, and it's going to be something very serious.
Thank you so much, Minister. That's Home Affairs Minister, Mr. Aaron Motsoaledi, speaking about his commitment to ensuring that border security is strengthened in this country.